All right, here we go. Multi-directional speed. And what I'm gonna cover here is the mobility that is needed to get ourselves in positions to create angles so we can generate force and then direct that force in the right direction so we can run fast times out there when it comes to our 5-10-5 or our 3-cone L drill, or transfer this onto our sport, our field sport, court sport, whatever, okay? If we can't get ourselves in these positions, for one, we're not gonna be efficient, we're not gonna be explosive, but two, if we force ourselves into these positions, in previous videos you'll understand that we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get injured doing these things because our body is not aware of those positions and our soft tissue or our joints can't handle those positions. So there's only one thing that's gonna give, and that's gonna be the joint or the soft tissue, which is gonna sideline you. So what we're gonna work on here is our internal and external rotation of our hips, okay? And you'll see in the videos why this is needed so we can be the best athlete we can be out there when it comes to multi-directional speed. So we're gonna focus on this video is our external rotation of this front hip. And just understand, we gotta do these on both sides, okay? Not just the one side here. We need to do external rotation of this hip. We also gotta do external rotation of the other hip. And then we gotta do internal rotation of this hip, and we gotta do internal rotation of this hip. We gotta be balanced, all right? I'm just gonna show you one side, you should be able to transfer it over to the other. So, 90-degree position, literally 90 degrees here, 90 degrees here, okay? From here, we're gonna go ahead and point this belt buckle forward, bring it forward, the logo on our chest, on our shirt, we're gonna pull that forward as well. We're not collapsing down, we're staying nice and tall, belt buckle forward, logo of our shirt is being pulled forward. It's gonna get to a point where you can't pull yourself anymore. That's the end of our passive stretch, okay? And from there, what we're gonna do is diaphragmatic breathing. We're just gonna chill out, deep breath in, and then a deep exhale. So 4-second inhale, 8-second exhale. We're gonna sit here for 2 minutes, okay? 2 minutes has gone by now. Now from here, we're gonna go ahead and take a deep breath in, trap that air in our abdominal region, okay? So the best way I can explain this is take a deep breath in, and you're gonna wanna brace your body as though you're gonna get hit with a punch, okay? And then from there, we're gonna take shallow breaths to keep it tight. We're gonna take shallow ones instead of deep ones. And then we're gonna go ahead and radiate that energy and put it out to the rest of our body. And how we're gonna do that is we're gonna put force into the ground with our arms, corkscrew it in, and then from there we're gonna do a PAILS contraction, which means we're gonna imagine as though there's scales underneath our knee, our shin, and our foot. And we're gonna put force into those scales. Now we're slowly gonna gradually increase that force. It's super important. Be mindful of this. Don't just go slamming your knee, your shin, and your foot as hard as you can right off the bat, okay? You're gonna injure yourself. So we gotta make sure we focus on gradually increasing that force from 0% all the way up to 100. But since we're just starting out, we're just gonna go from 0 to 85%. So I'm gonna start now, trap that air, corkscrew in the ground, radiate the energy out, and I'm gonna start putting that force in the ground from 1% to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Now I'm at 85%, okay? It's gonna take about 20 seconds to get there. Once I'm there, for about at 85%, I'm gonna keep on putting that force in the ground for about 10 to 15 seconds longer, okay? Once I'm done with that 15 seconds, now I need to reverse the contraction. Now we're gonna do a rails contraction, meaning I'm gonna go ahead and try to use all the muscles right here in this area of our leg to pull myself further into the stretch, okay? Now you're already at your end range, so it's gonna be hard to pull yourself that much further, but we're just looking for small amounts of improvement. And on top of that, we're also going to try to lift this foot up off the ground. You're not going to be able to do it, but really try to focus on doing that. Now with the RELS contraction, we don't have to gradually ramp it up. We can go right into that. So I'm going to do that now for about 10 to 15 seconds. RELS contraction, try to pull myself a little bit farther in that stretch. Pull, 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 pull. Once I get there to the end of the 10 to 15 seconds, I'm going to relax, okay, out of that RELS contraction. Don't move though, because you should have gained some more mobility in that hip and that external rotation. And we're going to sit here for about a minute, okay? And then we're going to go ahead and repeat that PAILS contraction from this point, 0 to 85%. Okay, remember, take about 20 seconds to get to 85%. Once we get there, spend another 10 to 15 seconds really putting that force in the ground. Then we're immediately going to reverse into a RELS contraction for 10 to 15 seconds. Okay? And then once you're done with that RELS contraction, slowly release that contraction, come up out of the stretch, and now we're done. Okay? For the external rotation. You can do this every day. You can do 1 to 2 sets. Okay? What I just did is 1 set. Alright? Have at it. Start improving that mobility and that external rotation of that front side hip right here. Alright?